It's said to be one of the finest, luxurious hotels in the world. I'm here in Mayfair in London to go and check out the world-famous Claridge's. The room I'm going to be staying in is right at the top there. It also has a balcony. Thank you. So we'll have a good look round in a little bit, but first let's head up to our room. Look at that rocking horse. Isn't that beautiful? That is so... I think I'm going to have to get Casper on that a little bit later. Now the lifts, apparently you just wave. Well, that's probably not working. No, it's not working. You're supposed to wave to see them. Wow, check out this lift. Now, this is not just any lift. This is a Claridge's lift. All you do is select the floor you want. Oh no, 5th floor. And yeah, there's a chair in here as well. Oh, hang on, I think I'm on the wrong floor. This lift is just so beautiful. Look at all the birds in a bird cage, the detailing all around it, and that really nice comfy chair. Everything about this hotel is just beautiful. Art Deco, contemporary, it is really nice. Just look at that. That is funky. Marble staircase, grand big mirrors. In fact, yikes. I love how they just got little centerpieces, little chairs and little areas where you can come and rest your feet. So my room is right down the end here. Would love to say it's the one with the big double doors, but it's not. Room number 516. And you'll notice the crest of Claridge's everywhere. There's no door handle either. Even the key cards are classy. Anyway, let me show you around this room because apparently they've upgraded me from what was a normal balcony room to a Claridge's balcony room. To be honest, I can't really see much difference, but there are a few extra little bits to go and check out. Straight away, what I've noticed about Claridge's, this kind of like modern stroke old-fashioned chic look, if that's an actual word. First of all, got some drawer space. No lighting around here, which is a little bit of a shame because I would have thought that needs like a light, but there is no light here. But there is a steamer. Obviously, these are drawers for your... Oh no, it's a safe. Again, branding is on point with the Claridge's logo, just the crest of it, look, on each of the door handles. And the actual door handles are also very much like the Claridge's logo. These, I've got my coat in here already, they are so deep in these hangers, real chunky wood, nice and smooth as well. We've even got the posh hangers in here too. Well, I would have thought so in Claridge's. Ooh. Another wardrobe there. The bathroom is insane and I'll show you that in just a moment. But coming back into the bedroom, huge TV with what used to be a fireplace. But I have to show you the complimentary mini bar. You ready for this? Look at that. It's complimentary. Read the small print. Oh, only the soft drinks. So just the orange juice and the water just here and ginger ale. But the rest of it, like the champagne, I think it might be censored, so I'm not going to touch that. But there's all the spirits. This I've never seen before in a hotel. They have got extra charger facilities for you. Obviously, I don't know whether these are for rent or I would have assumed that you're buying these. Bit rubbish if you don't have a iPhone. We've got some mints, a couple of chocolates, more chocolates, Scotch whiskey, a bottle of red wine, cognac, some eye patches and a healing patch. And if we want it, a Claridge's mug and some perfume. A little espresso coffee machine with all the little capsules and the cute tiny little cups. I love how they've laid out the knife here. And for some reason, we've got a congratulations little mini cake and a candle. Not quite sure why. Maybe this was for somebody else when they upgraded this. Is this real fruit? Look at that, they've dipped that in wax. Isn't that to keep that fresh? I think, something like that. We've got more water there, loads of glasses, some nuts, the minibar menu. One thing I haven't seen in many hotels is the room comes with a lot of pots, some other things, and also loads of books. If I show you over here, look, there's even more books there. There's a couple of books there, not just for show, they're real books that you can read. A nice lamp. There's more books at the top there. Yeah, these might be a problem with Casper a little bit later. They've even given us a little sleeping bag for Casper as well. That is so nice. But the bed is huge. The bedside tables, again, for some reason, this does feel like I'm on a cruise ship, especially with the lights. It's a cross between a hospital and a cruise ship, if you know what I mean. But we've got all the switches here for the lights. The one thing I'm gutted about, I stayed at the Savoy in my last video. I asked them for the same thing, an encasement on the mattress, because as you know, with the phobia of bed bugs, they didn't even know what one was. So isn't it amazing that you can stay at a hotel like the Savoy, they know exactly what that is, they put it on there, but Claridge's, they didn't know what one was, so I will have to check the mattress a little bit later. Extra reading lights as well. The headboard is, well, it's wood with these little, what's something you'd have on a table. I've never hit my head on a headboard personally, but if you do on this one, it's going to be quite firm. Just look at the detailing though on the drawers. That is so nice. Again, with the Claridge's crest on there. But the bed, king size bed. This is very, very comfy. Notice there's no crest on the sheets. They've missed a point there. But I have seen all the detailing around the duvet and on the pillows as well, which unfortunately, once again, are not my favourite pillows. They're those duck feather pillows. This side, there's a couple of menus here. Breakfast menu, Claridge's concierge tips, a box of tissues, a lovely little seating area over here with a footrest. And I thought those were fake. These are real flowers. I should think so for the price of the room. And when we arrived, they said, what would you like to drink? Obviously, complimentary. Would you like coffee, tea, champagne? Well, we weren't going to deny ourselves some free champagne, but I love how they've served it on this very lovely silver tray with this beautiful white linen. Very nice, real carnation as well. Some shortbread, some nuts, and 2 cappuccinos and nice champagne. Do you see what I mean about the cruise ship vibes that I've got from this desk? Absolutely love it though, with the white leather. Bit of an old Bose SoundLink mini speaker there, and a huge television. But this is why I paid extra for the room. There's not many hotel suites where you can get a balcony in London. And this is right at the front of the hotel. There isn't really much of a view though, and obviously the weather isn't very nice, but I wanted to try one of these balcony rooms at the front of Claridge's because they do look amazing, especially when the sun comes out. But even later, you know, when we're just sitting out here at night, that would be nice. But wait until you see what's behind this door. Wow, this bathroom is big. So big, in fact, not only do we have a bathroom, a couple of sinks, but also a separate shower that is huge, wait for it, and a very special toilet. And a lovely touch as well, because they know we're staying here with our little boy, they've given us this little baby kit. All this pampering stuff for Casper, shampoo, baby oil, massage oil, a little flannel. Loads of goodies though. We've got shower gel, mouthwash, and a huge big mirror. And I love the framing of the lights around the mirror. It's really nice. The branding is on point on the towels. And they've even given us a little baby bath within the bath, which is actually quite a nice thought. We won't need it. There's a bath mat, more shower gels down there. And you can also, if you want, have this open. And so you can see into the bedroom. So you can sit there and have a bath and still have a conversation with your other half, or even watch the television. Check out the shower. Yikes. This is massive. Look at that, even the drain has got a nice pattern on it. Quite possibly one of the biggest showers that I've been into. I mean, you can get maybe 11 people in here. A huge rainfall shower as well, and I love all the marble and simple instructions for the shower as well. But wait till you see the toilet. It's one of these smart toilets. There's not many toilets in hotels where you get a nice soft rug. There's a remote there, but what happens is you come up to it. It opens. Now I have no idea how on earth to work any of this. It cleans your bottom bits with some nice warm water. Does it dry it as well? I don't know. Toilet roll pointed, that's a good point. His and her robes as well. Perfect if you want to go down to the pool, which we'll do a little bit later. Tell me in the comments what your thoughts are, especially about the bed. Definitely feels like there's like a hospital cruise ship vibe going on there. I don't know why. So as always, we'll go and check out the rest of the hotel. We've got plans for dinner as well, because Gaby will be joining me. She's just with Casper at the moment doing some shopping. Breakfast is not included in this room rate, so we will be paying extra for that in the morning. So welcome to Claridge's, Gaby. Very nice,
amazing.
eh?
Thank you for having me.
What are you going to have? Champagne or cappuccino? The cappuccinos are starting to go a little bit weird now, so we better probably have these.
I think that's the oat milk one, I can tell by the bubbles.
Casper, are you having a good time?
Oh, look at them little sugar lumps in there. Very nice.
Anyway, cheers. I nearly forgot to mention this. Gaby's going to be very happy with this. This is her area where she can get ready for tonight with a nice star makeup mirror. You've also got a Dyson hairdryer.
That is amazing. And what's even better is I can open up this and see you having a bath and be like, all right, sexy.
And the little touches. Look at the bin with the Claridge's logo on it.
Yeah.
Very nice. So there's a direct lift down to the spa this way. Wow. Definitely no smoking hotel, right? But someone has been smoking up here. Wow, that stinks. Someone's got their door open. Maybe it came from in there. How unusual. That's a bit weird. Mind you, the smoke is coming up here as well. Now it's gone. Definitely coming from that room, I think. Anyway, this way to Claridge's Spa. Claridge's Spa. I always find it a little bit embarrassing walking around the hotel in a robe, but it's what you can do. Wow, look at that. It's cool. Check out the pool. Now, there's loads of little changing rooms on the left hand side, like a toilet. Very nice. In fact, there's towels in here, which is nice. This is lovely. Oh, the water goes right to the edge. There's these cabanas. I've never seen cabanas in an indoor swimming pool before. That is nice. Very elegant. Pool isn't as warm as the Savoy. I love it when you're the first one in the pool. I mean, it's basic as pools go. I do like the lighting though. The strip lighting that goes all the way across rather than just those circle lights. That's quite nice and different. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, it would help me out enormously if you could give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Just wanted to show you in the changing rooms. Once again, they've got the toilets that do the magic thing. So look how special the changing rooms are. Because this is the guys, they've got a little mini sauna with the LEDs. That is so cool. A huge shower, and they've got a steam room. Some drinks here. And some more towels. So we're ready for dinner. Now there is no official dress code here in Claridge's, so it's just smart, casual. Now before we go down to dinner, I just want to have a walk down here to show you something that is very good for the UK. especially if you suffer with SAD, seasonal affective disorder, which means you hate those dark evenings and dark mornings. Got to show you this. So this set of stairs,
It's like a window that gives off the daylight. Wow.
it is, it's really cool actually.
Is it meant to do that then? Or is it
Yeah.
just...
Because earlier when I was here, I didn't notice it because it was during the day. But
Yeah.
now it's dark outside. It's like 7:45 or something. And yeah,
Wow,
I think
and
it's
so
really
I go
cool.
all the way down. It's not just one window.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, well, middle of the day, early morning. See, we need one of these light boxes in our house because I tell you what, I hate the winter in the UK when it's dark in the morning when you get up and dark when you get to bed. We need more of these in hotels.
I agree.
So it's forever daylight. Do you notice how the carpet has changed from that dark colour to this light blue colour?
Is that because I noticed that this daytime effect finishes here.
Yeah, for some odd
So do
reason.
you think it's got something to do with the colour of the carpet because of what it's doing? Like
I don't know.
flowery and light?
But once again, this feels completely different to the floor that we're on. In fact, actually, it's brighter, doesn't it? Because like now, it feels like it's daylight, whereas before it felt dark. See, these stairs still give off the nighttime vibe because you can see through to the windows that it's dark. But have you checked out some of this furniture though? This must be the cleanest hotel that I've ever been to. What are you looking at?
Is that a ghost?
No, I think it's just someone moving pretty fast.
Thought someone was going down.
Some very old antique furniture though around. It's a bit like Britannia hotels, they have some, but this is in a lot better nick. Random little chair.
Yeah, I was looking at these. They have these on other floors, and it's very similar to what my grandma.
Yes, definitely. Wow, look at this. With the extra lights around the side. Oh, now this feels a bit different around here, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think these rooms might be a bit more grander.
I think they might
Because
be.
the doors are humongous. Or is it just an illusion? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they might be. Let's go up another level. So if you don't know, room rates at Claridge's start at, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
They start at £900. They start. They go up to £15,000 for one night in the penthouse. £15,000 a night, which is just crazy.
That's pretty insane.
You'll see how much I've spent for one night. Again, it's going to be a lot lower towards that 900 mark, but not completely. I still can't get over this is a lift. It's just really cozy.
I know. I'm loving the pink in here.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I know, I could get used to these lifts with sofas in
I
them.
know. I actually feel like I'm on a bus. Or a tram.
We're on the 7th floor, and this feels even more different because there's no carpet. On these stairs, there's marble, and there's also a chandelier on the stairs, just on the top part of the stairs. I bet it's very plush up here. Are you coming? Have a look. Don't look down. Yikes. I don't know if there's more than one penthouse up here. I wonder how many is there. Yeah, because...
The windows look... Wow.
Oh yeah, wow.
Wow.
Oh, there's an actual balcony here. I don't know if you can see that. Much better view of London as well. Although, to be fair, you can see the BT Tower over there, but that's about it really. Yeah, this must be the penthouse suites. Interesting carpet. It just keeps going. I think this might be the penthouse suite down there.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that doors. That's the biggest I've seen in this.
Yeah. Did you know that these rooms have a butler service? They just call for the butler. The heck? It's a brick. You see, now if we were in Great Yarmouth, that brick would be used for something else other than just to hold the book down. Gaby, have you noticed all the pictures as well? Are former members or members of staff. Isn't that nice how they do that? Why does it get really dark up here? Ooh, strange door. What's that?
That is a posh door.
A what?
That is a posh door.
No, this one.
Oh, staff, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, I don't know.
I love it. Gaby's walking around with a glass of cava. I've got nothing in my hand.
I know, I keep doing that in these posh establishments.
There's the ground floor, mezzanine level, wine cellar. Let's check out the wine cellar. Maybe we can get a glass of wine. There's quite a few restaurants here, as well as bars. Have we got off on the wrong floor here?
I think we have.
Oh, that way. That way.
Yeah,
We
we've some done.
Oh.
But look at the spas that way. Where are we?
I thought we got off on the ground floor. We obviously didn't.
Look at where we're going. Are you going to the lobby?
Yes, we're trying to get to the lobby. Is it this way? We just followed these people up the lift. Oh, it is this way, yes. It's like an exclusive entrance. Where are we? What? Gaby, let's have a nose. Function room. Like Claridge's. This is nice.
Get married in here, Tim.
We could renew our vows in here. Let's have a quick... Is this the ballroom? Oh, it's not as big as I thought it would be. Again, it is dark outside, but that looks like it's a natural light sky in here. Natural light, no matter what time of the day it is. Brilliant, isn't it? Right, let's find one of these bars. That's weird.
Oh yeah, me and Cass saw that earlier. Oh, we didn't even go through here. So
Hang on.
we came up here.
So this is a collection of furniture. Don't you want that in our house?
That looks like something from Alice in Wonderland as well.
Yeah, it does. Wonder how much a bottle of champagne is here.
I don't know, but I've definitely got a glass that they gave me complimentary earlier, which I got around to drinking.
Okay, we're about to walk into the lobby. Look at that, Queen Elizabeth arriving in 1963.
Wow.
Is this open?
She said that's a place you can go and chill.
Oh, our card allows us to
Oh wow.
allows us to enter. This is very exclusive. This is like one of those dodgy bars. Hey, look, there is some complimentary medallions. Look at this. It's like the old days when you'd come in here to use the internet. There's a couple of Big Macs in here, actually. And there is complimentary water and a complimentary coffee machine. Nice. The painter's room.
Yes, I remember when we arrived, she was telling us about it, but I think people were very excited about it.
See, the lift might not go here, but you can walk down to Claridge's wine cellar. It's probably closed now, though, I would have thought. Oh, it is open, Gaby. Evening. The chiller room. Let's have a look at some of these.
Might need a cardigan, right?
I don't think so. Wow, look at all the white wine. You need to shut, Danny, you need to shut the door. This is some expensive champagne. Although not too bad. That's 450, 650 for some Lady Gaga champagne.
I need a photograph from here.
What's the most expensive bottle? That's the question. Just look at some of the prices on here. £815 for a bottle of white wine. £1,000 for a bottle of white wine. What? £2,250 for this bottle of champagne.
The cardigan is amazing. It's a chiller.
And there's all the red wine. So we've got the room on the left where a lot of people come in for afternoon tea, which is still going strong. This fireplace just looks a little bit out of place, just kind of in here. And like, look how dirty the mirror is. That's a very old mirror. But that is nice. Guess how much that is worth? mirrored steel, not polished silver, £175,000.
How many houses can you buy with that in Great Yarmouth?
Well, I don't know, probably just one. It's got these stairs. Wow, this is very nice. So there is Claridge's bar just in there. You look very elegant walking up the stairs. Wow, look at the ceiling up here. Some of this furniture though is just so beautiful. Look at that. And there's a picture there of the Queen. Oh, there's a piano. Now, I would love to say that I can play my rendition of the EastEnders theme tune. If you're not familiar with that, it's a soap opera in the UK. But they've locked it, so I can't. I'm gutted, otherwise I'd have been going, no, 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 no. Some of the worst rated hotels I've done in the UK have furniture like that. Not in as good condition, but it's still very similar. What's
Yeah, there's
up
probably
there?
no woodworm in this though.
I mean, it feels like a completely different hotel up here. Is that a famous painting? Looks like it is. Is this a room? Or is this like a... Is this the royal suite? Is that the royal suite? I guess it must be. The heck is that? Art. Guess you're waiting for a photo.
I just wondered what it felt
Is it me or is there a stain on that?
So I thought someone sat on there with.
Well, as lovely as it is exploring, we've got reservations, 8 o'clock for dinner. Wow, look at this bar. This is amazing. Check that out. Once again, it feels like I'm on the Titanic for some reason. So I've gone for a whiskey sour, which I've never had a metal straw before. I hope they've cleaned it. Gaby has gone for a Ginger John.
Ginger John.
Ginger John?
Yeah, Ginger John it's called.
Ginger John.
It's got one heck of a kick.
There is so much ice, right? Look at the size of this ice cube. Hang on. Look at the size of the ice cube. It is the same size as the glass. Right, let's go for dinner.
That was embarrassing. I didn't walk into a chair.
I'm not quite sure where the restaurant is. Is it down here? Claridge. Oh, hang on. Is this it?
That's what jewelry is, not my cup of tea.
Here we are. In here. Oh, look at this.
Wow. Really?
Where would you like to sit, darling?
I don't mind. Now this is a very big table for two.
It is, yes. It's like, it should sit like...
10.
So for dinner we've gone for something simple. I've gone for, randomly, roasted Norfolk chicken from home with a side of fries and something else, which I can't remember what they said is.
I don't know what she said either.
Gaby's gone for the lobster ravioli, and I can say I've had this on a tasting menu before, and that's actually packed with lobster. That looks good.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, look at the salt.
I love that. I feel like this reminds me of a science class, pestle and mortar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm putting salt on it. This probably doesn't need any
yeah,
salt.
you-
I can't see any pasta in it, can you?
Yeah, but for once, that's actually jam-packed with lobster, which is good.
Oh my god, that is so good. That could quite possibly be the best food I've ever tasted in my life.
I know, come all the way to London to get roasted Norfolk chicken. Take the skin off there. Oh my god, it tastes like salmon. A Gavin and Stacey reference.
You know the skin
That's
is
really
the best bit, Tim.
I like it when it's crunchy. When it's like that, I can't eat it. So for dessert, we've gone for something simple. A chocolate souffle. Is it warm in the middle? I think it is.
I don't know yet, I'll find out. Wow, looks good.
Smells like
Different
a fudge, like a chocolate fudge cake.
You can see that there is like, if you have a look
Malted
on the inside,
in the middle, yeah. If that's the
you
right
can
term.
see, yeah. It's good, it's rich. I can't pinpoint the taste again.
for.
No, it's
Like a chocolate fudge cake.
better than that. It's harder though. It feels more like pie on the outside. Do you know what I mean? The outside feels like a pie texture. Right.
Don't get it.
Is this all you want to show me? Somewhere to sit?
Yeah, but it's just like there's stairs up here to...
A door?
It's just really, really odd. So we thought we'd come out here just to take in the London air before we go to sleep. But there isn't much of a view to take in. We haven't taken the covers off the chairs just because it's been so wet, so we're not really going to be sitting out here. And to be honest, we're freezing our bits off, so we're going to say goodnight from a very wet and windy Mayfair. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning, Mayfair. Morning. So there is no kettle in the room, which is a bit of a shame, which I kind of didn't realise yesterday. But they do have an espresso machine, so I guess this will have to do. The weather still isn't great, but I have pulled off the cover off the chair. These chairs are actually very nice. Now, how much is breakfast? Because breakfast is not included in the room rate in this hotel. I'm guessing it's probably going to be around about £45 per person. Now in the Ritz we chose not to have breakfast just because of how expensive it is, but we didn't spend so much last night on dinner. Again, we'll come to all the prices at the end, so I thought, well, we'll treat ourselves this morning and have breakfast. It's great having these balconies, but there isn't really much to see. So I guess you're paying extra for the balconies, but I mean, I think I can see the penthouse suite just from here. Maybe you have a slightly better view from up there. Now, I've been into some hotels where in the middle of like the hotels, they look really grubby, but I have to say, this looks amazing. I mean, I don't know whether you can see, but on the walls, they've got these like really shiny ceramic tiles, followed by that on the roof, which is all enclosed. I don't know what they're doing down there. So I've been to some hotels that you've probably seen on the channel that look absolutely awful in the middle. The size of this menu is ridiculous. Casper's ready for his breakfast. I've never had breakfast with a luxurious lamp.
Do you know what though? I'm actually thinking to myself, is this table going to be big enough?
You might be right. So if you go for the breakfast that is £45, you get tea included, toast, and your full English breakfast. So if I'd have gone for pancakes, for example, that was £30. And obviously, so there's not much difference, so I thought I'll just do that. But yeah, love the cups here in Claridge's. And obviously this is the room where people come in for their afternoon tea, which they serve till really late again. But look at the centrepiece, that's amazing. And I'm sure those are all fresh flowers, so beautiful. Look at how they serve you the sugar. Because the tables are not big enough, everyone's got all these little trays and they put the tea on it, and they also put some pastries. Look at those, some cakes in the morning for breakfast. I think Casper would love them. Yeah. Worst thing is when you bring a toddler to a place like this for breakfast, you feel incredibly guilty, but thankfully Casper is, yeah, he's a really good boy, but that's why we've had to bring this, just to make sure that he's nice and calm. They have just given Casper some Claridge's colour pencils, and he can colour in the children's menu. Isn't that cool, Casper? So he's got something to play with. That's quite nice. So they do have children in here, obviously. It's not just adults. It's funny how they never put the beans on it. It looks weird, doesn't it, without it?
I think it's because some people don't want their items getting all wet.
Yeah, maybe. That is one big chunky sausage. The size of Gaby's tomatoes. They are huge. I've seen vine tomatoes, they're normally smaller than that. They are huge.
But unfortunately for me, I don't like fresh tomatoes, so I'm just like, that's overload tomato.
Casper's got his Weetabix. So we just had to ask for our jam. Everyone else has them on theirs. We didn't have ours on ours. So I was very impressed with Claridge's. I'm going to tell you how much everything costs. Now, we did come here by car because we stayed at another hotel last night. So parking was £75. Dinner last night came to £194. That is still very expensive, but compared to other restaurants we've had, it wasn't too much. The babysitter last night cost us £85. And breakfast this morning came to £112. Now, how much did we pay for the room? They did say they upgraded us, but actually when I looked at it, it looks like the exact same room, but it was a Mayfair balcony room, which came to £1,200. Well, it was £1,000, but also was included with VAT, so yeah. So the grand total, £1,667. That of course included all the food and breakfast. Yes, very expensive. Sorry, it was raining, so we thought we'd just come back inside. Now, what I loved about the room was the balcony. I can't say I've been in many London hotels that have a balcony or been able to afford to stay in a London hotel with a balcony. Obviously, there isn't much of a view, but on a nice sunny day, I'm sure it'd be nice to sit out there with a cup of tea. Although you can't make a cup of tea in the room because there is no kettle.
I do absolutely love the layout of the room. I did like the fact that there was a lovely area to get ready. You know, you'd got a separate desk so that if Tim wanted to do his work, he could do. The bed was massive, which was great. There was a nice little seating area too. And again, a separate shower to the bath, which I think is great. So there's two separate options.
The whole style of the hotel, I think they do call it Art Deco. I'm sure someone might correct me, but I looked on the website and they do call it the Art Deco vibe in this hotel. As you walk around the hotel, I know it sounds silly to say, but it just smells so clean. It smells so new. It's even though it's such an old hotel, obviously with the renovations that were done years ago, and the renovations that they did in the spa is totally amazing. The swimming pool, I didn't realise, but it had electrolytes in the swimming pool water. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah, I would say that the whole hotel is immaculate. If you look for a mark, it's impossible to find, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everything
you won't
is
find
immaculate.
one at all. I mean, like, I was trying to find a mark just to say like, look, but no, this is the first time that I've been so impressed. It didn't feel as friendly as when we stayed in the Savoy. We had to ask them to heat Casper's food up last night, and she looked a little bit annoyed that I asked her to do that. And yes, I know you might go, well, that's not their job, but you know, we're in the hotel, we're staying in the hotel, we just asked them if they could do it. But some of the staff were nice, some of them weren't overly that happy.
I must say it was really, really lovely, the personal touch. When we did arrive into the room, we were offered a choice of a complimentary coffee or a glass of champagne, which
they gave us both.
So they gave us both, which was a really lovely touch. So on arrival in the room, I felt very, very welcome. But I know what Tim's saying. Everyone was very polite and it was a great service, but it was lacking that personal touch.
Yes, I have come across those toilets before. I did use some of the settings. I played around with it this morning. Felt like I wet myself. The air dryer as well, it doesn't completely dry you, so you then have to clean. So, but yeah, it was lovely to have, but you know, I could do without one of those. We don't need one of those kind of fancy smart toilets, really, do you? But it's an interesting, quirky little thing to have once.
Yeah.
Did you use it?
I'm not.
Well, I know you used the toilet,
I'm not gonna lie.
but
I did go. What are all these buttons? And I did go through the settings.
You tried some of them out, didn't you? I bet you did.
I did.
Dinner last night. We didn't go too fancy with the dinner last night. So we didn't go for a taster menu. Went for quite subtle dishes, and it was still quite expensive. I had the roast chicken, which was okay. I mean, it's just roast chicken. But you had the lobster ravioli, which was good.
That was incredible. That really, really was. I'm not exaggerating. That tasted very good.
Does it deserve the title as one of the most luxurious hotels in the world? But actually, if you ask some of the staff members, they will say it is the most luxurious hotel in the world. It's steeped in history. Royalty have stayed here, heads of states, famous Hollywood movie actors, you know.
Yeah.
And now, Gaby Starbuck.
Maybe there'll be a picture of me in the hallways, you never know. I did find as well that on arrival, when we arrived, it doesn't look much as you approach the hotel, but once you get through those doors, you suddenly see how grand it is.
Yeah, it's like you say, compared to some, you know, really fancy hotels in London, it is small, but, you know, what it lacks in size makes up for in its grandeur and its luxury. It is an amazing hotel. Tell us what you thought in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up, it helps me out.
Make sure that you hit that subscribe button.
We'll see you next time.